All right, let's talk about. We're going to talk somewhat briefly about it because Shohei Ohtani has announced that he's going to do a press conference on Monday. We're recording this Sunday night, so we'll talk about it on the next episode. I think whatever he says in the press conference, it'll be worth talking about. John had not seen this story, so I'll just break it down as simply as possible. I know a lot of our listeners don't closely follow baseball. Completely understand. While the Dodgers were in South Korea for their season opening series, it came out that his translator, according to Ohtani's people, had stolen $4.5 million from Shohei Ohtani to cover his own gambling debt. And I think they said it was 9 $500,000 withdrawals over the course of a period of time. Now, rest assured, if you're one of the listeners who's saying, but, I have read all of the stories about this, and there is quite a bit of confusion as to whether Ohtani knew this was happening and had said to his translator, I'm going to get you out of trouble, take the money. It's illegal to give $4.5 million to a bookie in California, which is not something, if you're the Dodgers or Major League Baseball, you'd be particularly excited for an athlete of that caliber to have done. So we'll see what comes out of the press conference, but that's some crazy shit, man. And all I'll have to say is, like, it's also an option to not bet if you have lost $50, much less you've lost $3.5 million and you're like, let me get another million in the hole here. Like, that's some crazy shit, bro.
9 withdrawals of $500,000 is so fucking reckless, dog. How did you not think you were gonna get caught on that shit? 9 withdrawals of $500,000 to cover some gambling shit. God damn.
Wait, they were consecutive withdrawals, being that,
I mean, not consecutive.
It
doesn't sound like
over
a period of time. So he kept betting and fucking up basically over time. It wasn't like I got like, okay, I'm $1.5 million in. That's worth more than my life. Let me just try to double it. That would be different. But over time, it's just like, that person has a problem, obviously. You know what I'm saying?
A really, really serious, bad, horrible problem. But like, as he's being looked at more, it's like, he said he went to UC Riverside, and it turns out UC Riverside says he never attended school there. No one has ever lied about going to UC Riverside.
So I did not know this man.
I said on Twitter that they don't even have a verification department because people don't follow up on that one, bro. They always
Maybe that's why he lied about going there, because, like, you know, maybe he's that type of mastermind.
That's the one smart gamble he made, John. Yeah. I don't know, but I do think there's something too. Like, it seems like he was maybe a little bit like mad with power on like being the conduit of information. I mean, think about it. Like we talked about, like, Ohtani's making $65 million annually endorsements. He's in the very top level. There's very few athletes globally making that. And you, as a translator, who he talked about as like a member of his family, it was in his contract when he came over from the Angels that this dude would be hired by the Dodgers to be his translator. And so you think you have a guy who trusts you that completely, who's that big of a celebrity and seems to be like a pretty nice, down-to-earth guy, and you are the person who controls all access into and out of that person in the country that he's living in. So, like, I think that's kind of probably wrapped up in the mental stuff for this dude too. But it's nuts, bro. Like, it'll be a long time, I think, before we have the full story. But it really is. It's going to be a crazy story for the next like year.
There's nothing. And go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, people are just so fucking greedy and ungrateful. Like, Shohei Ohtani says, yo, I want you to be the right-hand man for me for my career, and you fuck that up. Like, bro, there's no fucking possible way. Like, you are set for life, and that, you know, baseball careers last 20, 25 fucking years. You are set for life as long as you're in good standing with that man. He went and did 500,000 withdrawals against that man.
There's nobody that I could be connected to that would make me lose my mind to the point, or lose my mind to, or think I could be so powerful that I could get away with $4.5 million of gambling debts. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nobody that's ever existed that I could be connected to where I would think that was something like that's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like This is why I box, bro. Punch me in the face. I know I can get my ass whooped. It keeps me grounded, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, I get punched in the face once a week, nigga. Hey, cool. You feel me? Like, I can't get away with shit. You know, everybody get their ass whooped. That is $4.5 million is insane.
Yeah.
And the fact that he broke it down like $500,000, that really lets you know how much money that is.
Right.
That's crazy, bro.
You're $750,000 withdrawals in, and somehow you do that 2 more times. Like, it's
because you're
difficult
connected to Shohei, you feel like you can.
Yeah, right. I don't know, bro. Jackson, are you worried about this as a Asian American sports fan? There's been a lot of anxiety about there. I feel like from people
I'm
about
definitely very
Shohei.
curious. I'm very curious. There's a lot of rumors about what's actually happening. You know, I'm curious if it's Shohei. I don't know. I'm
I'm saying, are any rumors saying it's really Shohei's?
Oh, for sure.
Issue?
That's one of the things
many
people
rumors
are out there with.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
And so that's where
We
it's
didn't touch on
like,
that, Mike. I'm wondering, are you nervous about that? We're like, we need this.
No, because I think, and like I said, I've read everything about this. It seems pretty clear that it was the translator, and what I think Ohtani did is I think there's a good chance he told him, you owe this dude $4.5 million or someone's gonna kill you. I got you, bro. But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think there's a chance of that. The fact that it was regular withdrawals may make that like less likely. You know what I mean? But if he's involved, I think that's it. I don't have all that. I don't think I don't know that everyone knows that those details are out yet. But like all the reporting on Ohtani is that it's like he really likes his girlfriend, who's now his wife, and his dog. And like there's a lot of stuff about like he doesn't really know anything about other sports. You know what I mean? And like, but whereas this dude, there's interviews with his translator talking about watching like World Cup and basketball games with him, where he's like explaining to Ohtani all the intricacies and shit. It's like, oh, this dude was in fucking deep, bro.
Oh, this motherfucker was betting on Albanian Summer League games and shit. Yeah, it might be a wrap for that fella.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, to Jackson's point, of course, like, and I would add, like, there's, baseball, as we discussed over the summer, like, baseball was so furious. All baseball fans were so furious that the Dodgers signed him for so much money. So there's also just a lot of, like, dickhead baseball fans who are like, yeah, burn the whole sport down and destroy the biggest star in the game because it'll fuck the Dodgers. Like, there's plenty of that shit going around, too. Like, there's people, like, conspiracy theorying. It's like, Ohtani speaks perfect English. Like, this dude was just a gambling front for him.
That's a hell of a conspiracy.
Didn't y'all sign basically everybody, though? It seemed like every other day you're hitting us up like, hell yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we did, man. You know,
I don't know this motherfucker, but the numbers look good. Sign him too. You know what I mean? Like,
here's what I'll say about baseball, bro. And like, baseball is where the revenue sharing shit gets fucked up. Like, there's I forget how many teams, but it's more than 1 or 2 teams where their payroll is less than the rev share they get from the league. So they're just straight up like, oh, you're going to cut us, like we get a portion of the Yankees TV deal, the Dodgers TV deal. You're going to cut us a check for $200 million. So if I only spent $150 million on my team, I just get to keep this other $50 million. Like that's the problem with baseball. So whenever people are talking about the Dodgers, it's like, the Dodgers are a Major League Baseball team. They're worth multiple billions of dollars, and their owners are spending money like they're worth multiple billions of dollars. Everyone's team should be doing that. There's no salary cap. Like, but you have dudes like, the guy, like the people who own the A's are leaving Oakland and they get to Vegas, and the mayor of Las Vegas is like, we don't even want these motherfuckers here. Like, it's just a dysfunctional sport on that level. You know what I mean? So it's the rest of the league's fault the Dodgers are so good. Basically,
I'm just happy because you're happy, Mike. That's all.
Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
The thrill and excitement of March Mania is here, and DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbooks apps, is giving new customers a shot to turn $5 into $150 instantly in bonus bets with any college basketball bet.
The men's tournament is a blast every year, but I'm hyped for the women's tourney too. Got to tap in to see Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and Juju Watkins. North Carolina listeners, don't forget DraftKings Sportsbook is now live in your state.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code Jenkins. New customers can bet $5 to get $150 instantly in bonus bets only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code Jenkins. The crown is yours.